Hey guys, I just wanted to do a little video on using Golf Clash Notebook on Android. So here we go. So when you open the app, that's what it looks like. The first thing you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to go in here, bag setup, and create a bag by tapping the plus sign in the middle of the screen up top. And then what I do is I set up all of my clubs for one account, which I have multiple accounts. Um, but I set up all the clubs for each account under one bag. And then not all of my clubs are set up because I don't really use all of them anymore. So only the ones that I tend to use are the ones that are kept current here. But as you can see for the driver, if I wanted to make the extra mile my primary driver, I just tap it and it changes. Likewise, if I wanted to change the level, I could tap the level 8 and switch it to a level 9. However, I only have a level 8, so we'll put that back. And we'll also change back to the APOC 5, which is my primary driver. Likewise, I go down the list. I can switch woods. Whichever one is your primary is the one that's highlighted in green. So I'll show you in a few minutes how to change between them in game. So the first thing you'll do is you'll set up your bag for your account, and then you get to have the fun part of actually using the Notebook app in game. So if you're playing on a second device, you can double tap the wind assist, and a lot of people may use it in this view. Now we have drop down menu for your accounts. We have drop down menu for the level of ball you're using. I tend to use a lot of Power 3 balls, Titans and Kingmakers. And we have the slider percentage here, 0 for min club distance, all the way up to 100 for max club distance. If you hit the circle arrow above it, it's a reset. Right here, we have uphill 5%. You can keep tapping it to raise it in 5% increments. Likewise, you have downhill, which adds elevation or adjustment to your club. To reset that, you hit the circle arrow below that box or at the bottom of that box. It resets the elevation to 0. So, I'm going to use the example that I just posted in the Pro Chat for the Sniper level 10, which I tap just to the left of the Sniper Club. Level 10, Sniper 10. Fenzel says we're going to use 25% slider, 20% downhill elevation for hole 2 in Pro. So, from here, all we have to do is type in the wind, and we get a 6.7 ring adjustment. It's the one highlighted in yellow. Anytime you're using the slider, then the mid number, which is highlighted in yellow, will be your adjustment. That's the number of rings you're going to adjust. For a Sniper level 9, he says 30%. So simply slide that up. This is not a Sniper 9, but I'm just showing you how the numbers change as you move the slider. If I wanted to reset that to mid distance, I hit the circle arrow, and there it is. Let's say I get in game and I want to switch to the quarterback. I'm going to use, instead of playing the sniper shot, I'm going to use the quarterback. I'll select the driver adjustment, tap the circle where the club is, and we'll switch to my QB10. And that's as simple The most simple way I can explain it, if you tap the club icon, then all the clubs in your bag for that particular club, in this case the long iron, pop up. So, the other part of this app on Android is the overlay. If you single tap the wind assist, the overlay pops up. And as you can see, I've already got it running. So anytime I'm in game, whether it be a tournament or a tour play hole, I always try to set up what I'm going to use ahead of time. So I'll set my ball. In this case, on Tour 10, I play primarily Titans. If you have a particular adjustment for a tourney hole, then you can set it to whatever you want. I just set these up before I jump in game. Then I switch back to my driver. Not sure why the QB is highlighted as the driver here. We know the APOC is my main driver. So I tap this little arrow right here and the drop down menu pops up. Now all the clubs in your bag for that account are preloaded in here, so I'm not sure a lot of people, some people use it notebook differently and set it up differently, but this is how I switch in game. Primarily only my drivers, my woods, and my long irons I change. I tend to stick with the Thorn, the Nirvana, the Endbringer, and the Malibu. Very rarely do I switch to a Spitfire or something else. So, set up for my drive. So when I jump in game, everything is all set up. I tap the right here where the wind is and the ring adjustments, and I set all this up before I jump in game. That way, when I hit ready to play or whatever, all I'm doing is waiting on the wind. This is how I use it. So we'll take, for example, the Hole 2 Pro shot from Thinzel. Before I jump in game, I'm going to change this to 20%. It's going to be on Power 3 for a Kingmaker. And I'm going to grab my sniper. I'm also going to open this up, and we know the Sniper 10 is playing at 25%. So I'll set all this up, and then I'll hit ready to play. That way, the only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to type in the wind. I'll know that it's a 6.1 ring adjustment, and we're ready to go. Really hope this helps, guys. Good luck this week.